Homeowners in Cuyahoga County. Yes, indeed. It is Shoshana here, ready for your market update. Your real estate agent from Keller Williams Greater Metropolitan. All you have to do to engage with this video is to comment below, subscribe to this channel, and I hope you're well and navigating January of 2024 smoothly and warmly. Today, I have an in-depth market report specifically crafted for sellers. Now, if you're curious, that's curious about the current trend shaping our real estate landscape, you're in the right place. I want to dig into the details, and then I'm going to go national towards the end of this video. So to kick things off, let's just talk about inventory. That's like what's on the market, right? At the moment, Cuyahoga County has about 1.36 months supply of homes on the market. What does that really mean? It's a measure of how long it would take to sell all the listed homes based on the current sales pace. And what's that really mean? It's notably tight, like super duper tight. 1.36 months is just not a lot of inventory. But what makes it intriguing is the past 12 months shift. That's a 28.4 reduction in the month supply of inventory. That's a percentage, really. In simpler terms, our market has become even more competitive with fewer available homes for prospective buyers. And if you're contemplating selling, this could be an opportune moment to capitalize on the market. But now I'll tell you, as always, pricing matters more than ever, because even overpriced houses are not selling at this moment, not even, but any. Now let's focus for a second on list price to sold price percentage. That holds significant weight because it reflects the average percentage at which homes are selling in relation to their list price, right? In Cuyahoga County, we're currently seeing an impressive list to sold price. That percentage is 99.5%. But what that means is that if you're priced up here, you are not going to sell at 99% of the list price. You're going to sell probably lower or not have any offers at all. In practical terms, homes that are priced right are fetching almost their entire list price on average, underlining that demand in the market. So you really have to take note. Sellers, you're in a favorable position to secure top dollar for your property, assuming, again, did you hear me already 3 or 4 times? Assuming you're priced right. So moving on to another critical aspect, that is total days on market. In Cuyahoga County, that is currently standing at 33 days. What that means is the amount of time, the average time it takes a home to transition from actively on the market to sold. That's great news if you're a seller looking to make a swift move, or you're eager to get on to your next chapter of life. That 33 days on market is interesting. If your home is currently on the market and way over 33 days, oh, my friend, days on market are not your friend. With a relatively short time on market, though, sellers can anticipate a quicker turnaround, minimizing the waiting period for that perfect buyer to enter the scene. Again, repeated record here, assuming the price is right. So let's crunch some numbers. The median sold price in Cuyahoga County is currently ready, $190,000. Now remember that your house may not be average. You may have a little house in poor condition. You may have a huge house in fabulous condition. It's just an indicator of the overall what's going on in the market as a whole. If you've been thinking about selling or contemplating, those are the things. The market is still super tight. The conditions are ripe for sellers. However, I want to also throw one other thing out, which is that interest rates are good, but not fabulous. So for those people who bought at 3.5 or whatever percent, something like that, it is going to be challenging to get that interest rate probably ever again in your lifetime. Now, I wanted, like I said, to kind of extrapolate that bigger. Yesterday, I got the Wall Street Journal. You might have got this one too. And I wanted to read a couple of headlines, really 2 headlines, and then to dig into the articles just somewhat. The first article in the front page section, the first section, says, existing home sales slide to 28-year low. Existing home sales slide to 28-year low. So if in Cuyahoga County there are favorable conditions, but existing home sales slide, you got to read a little bit. High mortgage rates and prices made buying prohibitively expensive last year. So what that means is in 2023, around the fall, end of summer, fall, as we saw interest rates start to do this, to go up precipitously, buyers fell out and prices didn't go anywhere, interestingly, and nobody could really figure that out. Home sales last year dropped to the lowest level in nearly 3 decades after elevated mortgage rates and a lack of homes for sale shut out buyers. I held an open house just today. Oh, by the way. And at my open house, a couple came in and they said, we've written 6 offers and we got 1 house, but unfortunately it did not check out on the inspection. And I was like, wow, 6 offers. That's a lot. I don't know. Given the fact that interest rates are higher and all those kinds of things, maybe the market is still robust. Some economists say home buying activity is likely to pick up in 2024, with the Federal Reserve pivoting away from raising short-term interest rates and considering when to cut. Mortgage rates have started to decline. Now, remember that the Federal Reserve rate that they set is not the exact same thing as a mortgage rate. However, the Fed rates, they're correlated. That was a goof up, right? They're correlated, meaning that when the Fed raises rates, mortgage interest rates tend to rise as well. So that's really what I have to say about this article here in the first page of the Wall Street Journal. Then I don't know about you, but do you ever read the exchange section? The exchange section is interesting because you have to put your business brain on, your business hat, and you have to decide that you're interested in learning about things with money, the IRS, about taxes, about travel, whatever it is that has to do with money. So this headline says, housing is a long way from normal. It says housing is a long way from normal. If you haven't tried to buy a home lately, the U.S. economy is starting to look normal. But the housing market is still a mess, and it looks like it will be that way for a long time. Thanks, Wall Street Journal. That's what we needed, is to know that the housing market was a mess. I don't really know if it's exactly a mess. So what they're pointing out is that unemployment is normal, inflation has chilled, and let's see what else. Oh, core prices for volatile food and energy categories rose at a slower pace. That's pretty good, right? You check the price of anything lately, it's just ridiculous. I literally paid $2 for a grapefruit. What's going on here? But anyway, if the unemployment rate is at 3.7% and core prices are not raising so fast, that's a pretty good economy, except for the housing market. Even with the retreat from the 24-year high set in October, the average rate on a 30-year mortgage is at 6.6%, which is 3 points higher than prior to the pandemic. Prices are higher too, with the National Association of Realtors on Friday reporting that the median existing single-family home sold in December fetched $387,000 versus $277,000 in December 2019. Put those two together and affordability is far worse than before. So, sellers, here is the preach. I said it 1,000 times about the pricing, but I want you to truly understand that it's not just a made-up number. Interest rates are higher, buyers are having a harder time purchasing, and there is less and less on the market. So it is a really strange housing market. You've got to mind your prices, mind your P's and Q's, right? What would Q be? Mind your pricing, and I don't know. If you think of a Q, DM me. I will send you a Starbucks gift card. If you think of a Q that goes with this, I would love to do that. So what you really can do is nail your pricing. You can follow along here on our channel. You can always message me, 216-255-7377. You can email me directly. You can comment below. You can find me on Instagram. You can check your home value using the link below, and that will prompt a call from me or for potentially from one of our agents just to see if the pricing that's there is right. Because we don't want to tell you that the price is too low. We don't want to tell you that the price is too high. We want to help you interpret the market that there is today in Cuyahoga County. Watch some of our other videos about selling here in Cuyahoga County and what's going on in the market today. We are more than happy to help.